Yeah, I'm going.
Three, two, one, go! Oh shit.
Good stuff.
Good stuff, man.
In a world filled with complexity and wonder, where truth is buried beneath layers of misunderstanding, we're going to discover a lot about life. It's time to discover more about this eco-friendly transportation and why it's needed in Plattsburgh.
Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to Strawberry Fields. Nothing is real, and nothing to get hung about. Strawberry Fields forever. Live.
From the corners of Clinton County to SUNY Plattsburgh, we will be going over uncharted territory in this film documentary. Not only will we be going over carbon emissions, but I will also explain why biking is also great for the environment. An untold story mysteriously told by John Anthony Tarlin. Why is this documentary needed? Do people even listen? Here's where I begin. My name is John Anthony Tarlin, and I've been the president of Biketopia for the last 2 years. The goal of this club is to cut carbon emissions. I want to give you a brief understanding of what I do so you'll grab a bike and light your car on fire. Watching this video will help you understand my role in the bike community and why I'm useful, and you should listen. This is about bike safety, mechanics, sustainability, and the popular use of bikes in this community. Thank you.
I'm Quasi Gittins, and I decided to explore the Biketopia Club. Yay!
Thank you so much, Quasi.
Thank you, John. I will begin to ask you some questions. So, John, tell us, what is the Biketopia Club about?
Biketopia is about encouraging riders who are new to riding to actually get on a bike and ride, you know? During the winter, there's not much reason to ride. Of course, you could drive around, but it's better to carpool and ride a bike around than drive around in a Ford F-150 diesel truck, you know?
So, tell us, why did you start this club?
I did not start Biketopia by any means. I didn't. It started back in 2010, but originally we started storing bikes back in 1992, and it was named Bergie's Bikes. Back in 2017, it was renamed to Biketopia.
What is one thing that struck you most about this club?
What struck me most about this club was actually one of my friends. His name is Eric Levine. He was the previous president of the club. I was actually very surprised he brought me in there and taught me a lot.
Why should people join the Biketopia Club?
Why should people join? That's a great question. I do have to tell you the answer to that. That's great. Okay, so Biketopia has a lot of people there. There's always mechanics talking, and we do really value when people walk by and learn how to build bikes.
What are you actually hoping for to get out of this club?
What I'm hoping to get out of this club are more mechanics, and I want to learn a lot about mechanics myself. Mechanics, such as bikes, will help bring you more... Oh, I just messed up. It'll help bring you It'll teach you a lot more about mechanics and biking. It could also travel to cars, it could travel to carpentry, it could also travel to other things. Also good for your resume too if you choose e-board ranks.
How are the fees, rules, and governance determined?
Well, the fees, we don't actually have any fees. All mechanics are free, especially when you just walk in. We'll do it for you for faculty and students. The rules, those are made by us, but the governance is actually from the SA. We have to follow all rules from the Student Association.
How easy is it to get involved and meet people?
We do encourage many people to swing by. Usually people come in for rentals, those are passerbyers. But mechanics, if you want to learn mechanics, we will be happy to teach you anything. We always love talking to everybody, and we do encourage everyone to swing by.
Tell us about a recent event you just had.
Biketopia always does mechanic lessons. We do one-on-one lessons with students who want to learn about how to build bikes, and we also do lessons on how to ride bikes.
Are there any plans for renovations or enhancements?
Unfortunately, I actually can't decide renovations, but enhancements, we can get new parts. We just got a budget of $1,300 from Student Senate for new parts, which will help us begin to build new bikes for the spring.
Last but not least, what does this club exactly have to offer?
That's a great question. This club has to offer rentals. We offer one-on-one tutorials for students who want to learn how to build and ride bikes, and we encourage students to stay green.
Last but not least, even though I heard he said that, just wanted to know, where can the people find you guys?
Right behind Harrington Hall, beside the tennis court, the second shed.
Anything else you would like to say?
Remember to like and don't forget to subscribe. Leave that notification bell on. Thank you for tuning in to PSTV.
I would like to thank John Anthony Tarlin, who is the president of the Biketopia Club, for letting me interview him. Thank you, John.
Appreciate you. Hell yeah.
Of nature lies the pulsating heart of human civilization, where the rhythm of life beats with unyielding intensity. Despite all these beautiful reasons as to why bicycles are the best, we know they are. We can take a second to look at these fools. Here, we start. I have to explain. You think bikes are great? I want you to think otherwise. Because this is just going to become a car accident, as you just saw.
Of a highway in Virginia or in the water. This man was arrested after throwing one onto the tracks in front of a DC Metro train.
What's the biggest challenge to operating in a city, in like a dense city?
Educating the public on appropriate parking. Parking, parking, parking. You know, we just need to remind people that they need to park these bikes as they would with any other responsible use.
As disgusting as you think they are, they're not. Cars are amazing. Let me tell you why. With this article, published by Mashable, the author is Sasha Lekak. This verifiable source will dive right into the problems regarding rental bikes and scooters. The company will explain all of its problems and dive into environmental campaigns to explain how it can help the environment, which I see as failure because they didn't do it earlier. Some negatives are needed, so this is why I'm explaining it that way. It will explain the goal of setting a standard for an environmental impact for this city in California. Littering has become more prominent in this town all because of these reasons. According to the author of the article, Sasha Lekak, like its scooter counterpart, Bird bikes can be parked everywhere. Bird advises its users to keep sidewalks clear and find bike racks and posts to lock the bikes with a built-in cable lock. But as history shown, These free-floating vehicles always get in the way. Bird has devised a short-living pledge in 2018 to save our sidewalks, promising to donate money to cities and scooters littering walkways. It might be time to bring back the pledge with the addition of bikes to the fleet. Although it's a pledge, do you think they're being honest? Is this a reason why littering is going to stop? Because they made a pledge in 2018. I'll let you think about it.
This article explains the changes that occurred on campus back when this article was written. There are educational and awareness campaigns that allow people to be more environmentally aware. Community programs and workshops, local programs and workshops that allow you to learn more about environmental conservation practices regarding energy efficiency, water supply management, and other eco-friendly behaviors in everyday life. These programs involved hands-on activities. There were other points in this article, such as environmental advocacy, policy engagement, partnerships and collaboration, online and digital outreach, and youth engagement and environmental education. Although bikes were used as an example, the bigger picture would involve the theme of environmental success. According to Jerry Isaac, who released a single publication on the Sage Journal, the Secret Spaces photography exhibit is a scaffold to get students looking at both screens and streets in new ways. The instructions are simple. Quote, "Sustainability, like film, is about making the invisible visible. How can we help people notice the world they use or don't, use or misuse, in a new 21st century way?" Students hang a photo exhibit of brokenness and wholeness, abandoned civic spaces, scars around strip mall parking lots, as well as newly painted downtown murals and bike paths.
With no facts or evidence, you better believe me because I am completely right when I'm saying this. Let's be real, bikes are the epitome of freedom and environmental friendliness. They promote healthy lifestyles, reduce traffic congestion, and connect us with nature. Let's be real, when I ride a bike, I experience everything. I love it, it brings communities together, and it preserves the planet for future generations. Guess what? I'm right, and anybody who drives a car is wrong.
You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. The time to hesitate is through. No time to wallow in the mire. Try now.